G'day crew, I'm Oscar Pelazon and welcome to another episode of Tube Time Tuesday. I'm down here at Trig Beach. Well, I don't know, Perth, if the Perth weather isn't the best weather in the world, people out and about, it's a Tuesday morning, people in the water, all along the coast walking, engaging with nature, keeping fit, keeping active. Before I go out there to try and chase a few little runners in the water in that boardroom, I thought I'd come and have a chat to you today in this boardroom. And I wanted to talk to you about buying fees, right? Not because buying fees is a bad thing. Certainly buying businesses and buying fees at times can be a great strategic initiative. But I'm talking about when people are buying fees because they aren't able to grow their business. And in that case, it's usually the most expensive decision they make. So as I said, I'm not bagging buying a business or buying fees. Often that has strategic value, right? But it needs to be because that strategic value goes beyond the fees, right? It's about buying a business because you're struggling to grow your business. Now on paper, it can look great. It's instant revenue. It's like a sugar hit. Instant revenue, more clients, a bigger business, quick growth. But what I often see is people buying fees to solve the problem that they don't have enough new clients coming into their business. But let's get clear, if your pipeline is weak, guess what? Your pipeline is weak. Buying a client base might give you a short-term bump in revenue, but it doesn't fix the underlying issue, which is that your business is not consistently attracting the right new clients. So what happens? This is what I see. The sugar hit tastes good initially, then it wears off. The excitement disappears and you're right back where you started, still needing some good pipelines of new clients. Lacking that pipeline, still relying on growth by buying more fees. And then there's the second problem. Most people do a terrible job of due diligence when they're buying fees or buying small businesses. They look at the size of the fee base, they look at the revenue, they might even look at the profit and they go, well, if I add that profit in, happy days, I make more money. But what they don't look at properly is fit. And not all fees are created equal. And not all staff are created equal either. Just because those clients in the business that you're buying or the fees that you're buying were right for someone else's business doesn't mean that they're right for yours. And in my view, there's three big areas that need to match. First, the product. Are you actually delivering the same thing that the client signed up for when they started working with the business that you're buying the fees off? Second, is the client experience? Do they expect the same service, style, responsiveness, and relationship that you provide? Is it the same? And third, pricing. Are they used to paying in a way that lines up with your business model? If one or more of these things are off, you create friction. It creates extra work. It creates confusion. It creates frustration, and it creates stress. For you, those clients that you acquired, your existing clients, and your team. And guess what? Friction creates inefficiency, and inefficiency, well, sure way of eating away at your profit. And then one of a few things happens, right? You acquire the clients and they leave because they're unhappy. There's a mismatch with what they were getting and what they were getting now. Your existing clients get a worse experience because a lot of your time is distracted from them and going into trying to save the new relationships. And worst case, you start losing both the new clients and the old clients that you already had, the good clients. You lose some of the acquired clients and you damage the relationships with the good clients you already have. They go, hey, things aren't the same, we're off. Now that is an expensive way to grow because what looked like growth ends up costing you time, energy, profit, culture, and goodwill. Now, does that mean buying fees is always bad? No, definitely not. But it only works well when there's a proper strategic fit and you do proper due diligence and a proper plan to integrate what you're buying into what you've already got. If you're buying fees because your pipeline is broken, you're treating the symptom, not the cause. Because if your pipeline is weak, that's the real issue. And until you fix that, buying fees is just an expensive distraction. That's it from me today. I look forward to you joining me next week for another episode of Tube Time Tuesday. Happy days. You!